My name is Melani Gunathilaka. I come from Sri Lanka. I'm a climate and a political activist. I was a climate activist initially, but in year 2022, there was a protest movement, a large protest movement in Sri Lanka that drove the existing president away. And I was part of that. During the uprising also, I was arrested once and once afterwards. So when I went through human rights violations of my own, when I also had to experience how one of my friends were forcefully disappeared for a couple of hours, that changed something in me. When I had to sit through for several hours without knowing where my friend was, whether he was injured. Without any information, I understood what families of missing people go through. So that is what led me to be a human rights defender. I think Sri Lanka would look like a country where its people are free of the economic burdens that they're struggling with currently, and also they will be living like a dignified human beings. We don't have right to life as a constitutional right, and how we interpret our right to life is as right to be free of torture. So that means that we don't really put a lot of weight on being treated as dignified human beings or having the right to live in a safe and healthy environment. So I would like to see Sri Lanka a safe and healthy place for all beings to live, and where people are treated equally without the differences, like, not based on their races, their religions, especially not based on their riches or their wealth. I was arrested twice by the police. First, during the first month of the Occupy movement in 2022, I was arrested for protesting near the parliament. And then after the Occupy movement ended in September 2022, I was arrested again by the police during a protest, which also gave me a lot of insight on how the legal system preserves suspects. Even though we are told that you're innocent until proven guilty, you are treated as a criminal the moment that you have been arrested. And we are also told that we are allowed to know the reason for our arrest. We have certain rights as a suspect, but they don't really manifest on the ground as we see on the rule books. I think we have to understand and put more emphasis on the role the global economic infrastructure and the financial infrastructure has on climate change and also on poorer nations. We try to address issues of climate change and inequality only through answering symptoms of the disease. But I think given that with climate change, we are close to tipping points and we see poorer and disadvantaged communities being disproportionately impacted. So it's time that we address the root cause, which is the global financial architecture. We need leadership that prioritizes sovereignty of the country, sovereignty of Sri Lankan people, and also prioritize the well-being of Sri Lankan people. Because we continue to prioritize businesses and banks and prioritize economy not to serve the people. Sri Lanka is not a corporation. We need to ensure that our people have a chance at living a dignified life, and we need to prioritize their well-being over anything.